pretty good in the monitors down here. And they cut your mic off, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, Mama, he's great. Well, that's a song that started it all for Naomi and Wynonna. Mama, He's Crazy was the first #1 hit for the Judds 8 years ago this month.
Wynonna has already begun a successful solo career. Her first single, She Is His Only Need, went to #1 in only 7 weeks. And her first CD took less than a week to go platinum.
Well, though they no longer share the stage, Naomi has shared in Wynonna's success. She was by her daughter's side for the first 6 concert dates. Well, while Naomi is still the proud mama, it hasn't been easy watching her daughter perform. She told Jan Snyder about the night of Wynonna's kickoff.
We were in Midland, Texas, and of course there was such incredibly high drama preceding that whole night, you know, all the stuff that we've been through. And I told Wynonna later, I said, you know, she said, Mommy, why do we have to go through all this pathos and all this trauma? Why is our life so dramatic and technicolor? And I said, well, you know, birth is messy. And tonight, a star was born.
Naomi has been left to watch in the wings as Wynonna flies from the nest. And I saw the light when This concert in Louisville was easier to swallow, but the first concert was rather difficult.
I felt completely out of control. Completely out of control.
And the first night in Midland, when I came off, I looked at her and I said, this is the weirdest thing I've ever been through.
And she came on stage and sort of fell in my arms at the foot of the steps. And she said, Mommy, she sounded like she was 3 years old. She goes into this regression thing. And she said, that's the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life.
I told her after the show that I felt like, come on up here. And she had this overwhelming urge to run on stage herself, she told me later.
And I wanted to do that, to be next to her. And I also missed the fans. I wanted to say something to them, but it was just one of the greatest nights of my life.
This is the 6th concert in a long tour. So far, Naomi has been with Wynonna for everyone.
Why have you been on the road with her up till now?
Well, I have to be out here for her, and I also have to be out here for myself, because this has been my world for 8 years. So, she wants me here every night. And, you know, the first night I said, if you do a good show, I'll rub your feet and make your popcorn and tell you a story.
I understand that after tonight you're going home with your mom and leaving Wynonna alone for the first time.
She doesn't know this, but it's all part of my plan. You know, I'm going to go home with my mom tonight and let her make me popcorn and tell me a story.
Wynonna says being alone is both terrifying and exciting at the same time.
You know, right now we're trying to disentangle without completely severing.
And of course, you can never sever the bond between mother and child. Naomi's faith in Wynonna has never been stronger.
But the acid test is when you hear those fans, you know, you just hold your breath after the first song until they respond. That's the acid test. And they just went berserk. I mean, girls, they were all standing on their chairs, and I went, I knew this, I told you so. But she was blazing.
Thank you.
And all a part of Mama's plan. Here with more on Mama's plan is Jan Snyder.
It's good to see you. I need to tell you about the glasses and the hat. You got to remember when we had gone up to Louisville, Kentucky to interview Wynonna, we didn't know Naomi was going to be there, and she didn't. I don't think she knew we were going to be there. And after Wynonna stepped on stage for rehearsal, we said, "Come on over here and sit and tell us about everything." And she hadn't made up for TV. She said, I will, but can I wear my dark glasses? And we told her, we'd just love to talk to you. That's fine.
Yeah.
She's still gorgeous anyway. She is gorgeous.
Yes.
Hey, she seems to be in very good spirits. Did you feel that? Yes, and she's feeling good. She's very healthy. She's doing great. She's so excited about all the good things that are happening in her life and in her family. She right now is working on her autobiography with Bud Schetzel, who directed Love Can Build a Bridge video and also their pay-per-view television special. And that may become a mini-series. I think it's pretty sure.
That's one of many projects in the works for her, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I hope in the book she gets really, really personal.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
She has a wonderful life.
And then
Wonderful lady.
transfer to television.
All righty,
We wish
thanks.
Wynonna the best as well.
Thanks, Jan. And we'll take a break and be back with more Cook and Take after this.